So next topic we want to discuss it is communication bus. Write the heading, it is communication bus. Communication bus. Communication bus means it is not like our normal bus. It is same as that. The meaning is same as that of our normal bus. That is, it is used for transferring data from one source to destination, or it is used to transfer data or move data from memory and CPU. So it is not just like a normal bus. That is, it means it is a set of wires. Bus means it includes a set of wires. Through that wire, the system transfer data from memory to CPU. Okay. So for processing, we are storing our data in memory and we have to process that data. For processing, we want to take that memory from that data from the memory, and also after processing, you want to resend that data into memory. Okay, so many traveling is there between this memory and this CPU. So this interchange of data or transmission of data, transmission of information from memory to CPU is happened using this communication bus. Okay, so write the definition. It is the data transfer between, it helps, or just start writing, a collection of wires that transfer data, a collection of wires that transfer data. All of you switch on the video, children. That transfer data between computer components. A collection of wires that transfer data between computer components, that is carry binary information to or from input or output devices and memory. Okay, so it is a set of wires that is used to transfer data in the form of this. Okay, Ranil. So it is in the form of binary value. Binary value means 0 and 1. So communication bus means it is a set of wires that is used to carry data from one place to another. Means it is a data transfer between memory to CPU or between the components, that is input devices to CPU or input devices to memory, just like that. Okay. So next we consider different types of buses. The first one, it is address bus. Address bus, then data bus, then control bus. These are the different types of buses used in system. So bus means it is a set of wires that is used to communicate, that is transfer data from one location to another, and the data, it is in the form of binary form, and there are mainly three types of buses: address bus, data bus, and control bus. What is the use of address bus? From the word itself, what is the purpose of address bus? Anyone guess? Any idea? Anyone? Tom, what is address bus?
to communicate the location of a kite.
Yes, correct, Tom. It is correct. So that is bus that is used to store address or location. So a set of wire is there. In that set of wire, that is a set of wire is known as bus. Within that wires, we are using address bus, data bus, and control bus. Address bus means the wire that include the address or location of the sender or receiver. Okay, so address bus means the bus that include address. What is data bus? Data bus means the bus that is used to store data. Data means what is the message that you want to send to the receiver. Okay. Address means the address or location of the receiver, and data bus means which data or which message you want to send. That is data bus. Then what is control bus? Control bus carries the instructions related with this, with the control, overall control of this data transmission. Okay. So address bus, you just write the definition of address bus. Address bus system is used to specify. Address bus system is used to specify. Address bus system is used to specify address of a data or memory location. Address of a data or memory location. Address of a data or memory location. Second one, it is data bus. Data bus carries data in which form, Pooja? Data in which form?
Binary form.
Correct, Pooja. So database carries data in binary form. The last one, it is control bus. It carries. Niranjan, what is the use of control bus? It carries. Niranjan. Okay, John Philip.
It controls the data transmission.
Yes, it controls the data transmission using some instructions. Okay, so write the definition. It is carries instructions to carry out operations, such as read, write operations. Read, write operations. Okay, so these are the main topics related with communication bus. Communication bus means bus is just like a normal bus. It is used to transfer data from memory to CPU or CPU to memory, and it is a set of wires. Okay. So using a set of wires, we are transferring message or data from one position to another position. There are mainly three types of buses: address bus, data bus, and control bus. The name itself, the meaning is there, that is address bus means it is used to store the address. And in the case of data bus, it is used to store the data. And control bus means it is used to store the instructions to control the entire working or the data transfer. Okay. So these are the main topics related with communication bus. Then we can discuss that test paper, that practice questions. Okay. Read the first question, Anaga.
In a Python program, a control structure, and the options are directs the order of execution of the statements in the program. Option B dictates what happens before the program starts and after it terminates. Option C defines program-specific data structures. Option D manages the input and output of control characters.
What is the correct option, Anaga? Which one is the correct one? In a Python program, a control structure. What's the use of that control structure? Anyone? Renil G, switch on the video. Which is the correct option, John Joes?
Ma'am, option A.
Option A is the correct answer. That is, it directs the order of execution of the statement in the program. That is, control structure means how the control flow. That is control structure. It is same as that of control flow. What is the use of control flow? Control flow, it explains the control, which statement is executed after the first statement. That is control flow. Okay, so control structure is same as that of control flow. So it directs the order of execution. That is, after first statement, which statement is the statement that is next you want to execute. That is control flow. In the case of if statement, it is based on selection. In the case of for statement, it is based on iteration. Okay. Renil,
Yes, ma'am.
read the second question.
The order of statement execution in the form of top to bottom is known as dash construct sequence.
Correct, Renil. It is sequence. What is sequence? That is 1 by after first statement, that is top to bottom execution. After first statement, next statement is executed. After that, third statement, just like that. That is top to bottom execution form is known as sequence execution. Okay. G's. Read the third one.
Which of the following statement will make a selection construct?
Selection constructs.
If
One more answer is there.
if else,
Correct. Correct, G's. Here two option is there. That is if is also correct and if else is also correct. So we can which of the following statement will make a selection construct? Here the answer is if or if else. If is one of the selection statement and if else is also one of the selection statement. Okay. Jacob,
Yes, ma'am.
read the next question, fourth question.
Which of the following statements will make a repetition construct?
Repetition construct. What is the alternate name for the word repetition, Jacob?
Selection.
Selection. Is it selection? Anyone?
Iteration.
Correct, Niranjan. It is iteration. Okay. The alternate name for repetition, it is iteration. Very good, Niranjan. That is iteration. So which of the following statement will make a repetition construct? Okay, Jacob, continue. Which is the answer?
For and by.
Correct. That is for and by. Okay. So iteration means repeated execution of a statement. Okay. The case of repeated execution, we are using for and while. But in the case of selection, we will execute a term it is only once. That is if and if else. Okay. Now, read the fifth one. Naurin? According to fifth question, so many mistakes are there. Vinayak, read the fifth question.
Ma'am, in Python, which of the following will create a block in a compound statement?
In Python, which of the following will create a block in a compound statement? That is to represent a block in one if statement or in for loop, just like that. Okay, I'll give one example. For I in range of 5 or any number, then I want to print I and I just add 1 to this I, that is I is equal to I plus 1. So here I'm setting this two statement as a block. How it is possible? Vinayak, which is the answer? Fifth question, which is the correct option?
Statements intended at a lower.
Correct, Vinayak. It is statement intended at a lower or same level. That is here, this is the block. We just intended these two statements. It is not in the same level of 4. We just write this print I and I is equal to I plus 1 after some tab space. So these two statements are just like a single block, or it is a compound statement. Compound statement means more than one statement just treated as a single one. It is compound statement. So here this print I and I is equal to I plus 1 is a compound statement or a block of statement. It is separated or it is treated as a compound statement just using this tab space or indentation. Is it clear? Is it clear, children? Geez, is it clear? What happened to you? Is it clear, children? No response?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Just respond, children. Okay. Okay, now Rain. Okay. Pooja, read question number 6. This is also so many got wrong answer. What is the answer for this one? If the user inputs 2, then enter, what does the following code snippet print? Anyone can answer? Anyone? What is the answer for 6th question? If the user inputs 2, enter, what does the following code snippet print? Just try, children. I know your
Maybe.
answers. Okay. Which one?
Maybe.
Maybe. Any other answers? Anaga, which is your answer?
Ma'am, error.
Error. Okay. Then John Philip, your answer?
Error.
Error. Tom?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, 2 error answer and 2 maybe answer. So we can just go through this program, what happened when we enter 2. Okay. So here I am just inputting 2. Then what when we input 2, what happened if I'm using input function? Niranjan?
Yes, ma'am.
When we input 2 and I'm using this input function, not using this float, then which type of value is accepted?
Integer. No,
Integer.
string.
Ah, yes, it is string. Okay. So I will just input this 2 in the form of string, and using this float, I just convert this 2 into float. So what is the content of X? Jacob, Johnny, what is the content of X? Jacob, Johnny.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, Here I am inputting 2 and this 2 is converted to float and the value is stored in X. What is the result of X? Or what is the content of X? Jacob? Is it 2? Here one float is there. Then it is? What happened if I am using a float here? I am inputting one input. 2?
0.2.
2.0. Okay, Jacob? Is it clear? Okay. So we are just inputting one integer value 2 and just convert that value into float. Float means 2 which is equal to 2.0. Okay. So if I am inputting one integer value and I am using one float built-in function, this function is used to convert this integer value into float value. Float of 2, it is 2.0. Okay. Then after that, if X equal to 1, Vinayak, what happened in the next statement? That is in second statement. You are not audible, Vinayak. Okay, you are not audible. G's? What is the meaning of that if X equal to 1?
And the X value should be equal to 1,
What is the value of X here?
2.
Is it 2? There is a slight difference. It is not 2.
2.0.
Correct. It is 2.0. Then what happened if I am applying that value here? What is the result of this if X equal to 1?
And false.
Yes, it is false. Good, G's. So here, if 2.0 which is equal to 1 is a wrong statement. Okay. So the answer here, X equal to 1, that is 2.0 equal to 1 is a false statement. So it will just move to the elif part. Then here what will happen? X greater than or equal to 2. Then who will continue? John Philip? Okay, Anaga, your answer is error. So you just continue.
Elif statement also is false.
Why? What is the value of X?
2.0.
Okay, then 2.0 greater than or equal to 2. Why it is false? Here one equal to is there, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It is not only greater than 2, it includes greater than or equal to. Okay. So here this condition is true. So the result is maybe. Is it clear, Anaga?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here the answer
Ma'am.
is okay. Okay, John. Is it John?
Ma'am,
Okay. Niranjan?
when we are checking that if a float value is greater than or equal to an integer value, there will be no error.
No, it will automatic, that is implicit conversion happen there.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So that is automatically it will convert into that float value. That is integer value is converted to float value. Okay. So that is maybe is the result. Okay. Then which of the following is not a valid loop A in Python? This you already know, that is do while. That is we already discussed this for while and if else. So the point it is, the result it is do while. Okay. Then this question. Which is the correct option? Naurin? Okay, Naurin. Renil? Which is the answer for function range of 10, 5, -2? Renil?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the answer for that 8th question?
Ma'am, is it B? No.
Hmm.
Is it A?
A. Explain that answer, Renil. Just try. What is the meaning of this 10 and 5 and minus 2? 10 is?
Starting.
Correct, Renil. It is start value. Then what is 5?
End.
That is stop value. End value or stop value. What is minus 2?
The value which we use to subtract.
That is
Which we use to sum with the start. value.
correct. That is increment value. Okay. That is step value. Okay. Then the start value it is 10. So the first value it is 10. And the incrementation or step value it is minus 2. So next value it is 10 plus minus 2, which is equal to 8. So next value it is 8. After that, 8 plus minus 2, which is equal to 6. So the answer is 6. And the stop value here it is 5. So we stop here. Okay. Then read question number 9. For I in range 10, 5, minus 3, print I is the code. How many times will this loop run? Anyone can answer? Question number 9. Which is the correct
2
option?
times.
2. Is it 2? Yes, it is correct. 9. The answer it is 2. That is second. Okay. Answer it is 2 because here the start value is 10. Then after that 10 plus minus 3. Here step value it is minus 3. So 10 plus minus 3 means it is 7. So 7. The next value it is 7 plus minus 3. It is 4. But we can't include that 4 because here the stop value it is 5. Okay. So 2 times, that is values are 10 and 7. Our question it is how many times will this loop run? 2 times this loop will run. Okay, correct answer. Then here consider the loop given below for I in range 7, 4, minus 2. What will be the final value of I after this loop? Pranav? No response from Pranav. Pranav? Okay, Pooja?
5.
Okay, correct. 5 is the answer. Okay. Here the question is, what will be the final value of 5? Here the question is, how many times will this loop run? Okay. But in this question, so read the question carefully. So here the question it is, what will be the final value of I after this loop? So the first value of I it is 7, then 7 plus minus 2 it is 5, then 5 plus minus 2 is there, but our end value it is 4. So the last value of I it is 5. Okay, is it clear, Jees?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then question number 12. What values are printed when it execute? This is one of the correct answer. So Niranjan here, which is the answer?
2 and 3.
Yes, it is 2 and 3. Okay. So any doubt related with this? This one is the last question. Please. 1 second. Okay. Oh, 2 more questions. So 14th question, the dash statement terminates the execution of the while loop. Anyone?
D.
D, correct. It is break. Here also one break is there, but just check the spelling. Here it is, one E is there. Or if one option is there with spelling break. Here it is not the correct answer, because if one option is there like capital letter BREAK and small letter BREAK is also there, then this is wrong answer, because the first word of that break it is capital letter. Okay. So here one E is there, so this is wrong, and the correct answer it is D. Okay. So do this program, 15th one, there is no option, just check the program. Take one pencil and write the values in that code and find out the output. I think one or two got correct answer for this 15th question.
Ma'am,
Okay,
I have a doubt for the 10th question.
10th question. 1 second. Okay, this one. Okay. Okay, John.
Ma'am, the break is within the block of this for loop, right?
Yes. Okay, okay.
So it will break in the first one itself.
7 is the first value. Then 7 plus minus 2 it is 5. So 7. It will execute 7 and 5. First 7 will take and break is the correct, John. It is correct. Okay.
So the answer is 7.
Answer is 7. Okay. Okay, Niranjan. You got this correction? Children, you just correct it. If here there is a break statement, it is not a print statement. There is one break statement. Okay. So after I is equal to 7, it will just break. So the last value, final value of I, it is not 5, it is 7. Okay. Thank you, John. So I think you got one mark extra. I just corrected just like 5 is the answer. Okay. So what is the answer for that 12th, that is last question? Oh, it's time. Second. Here the answer is 001020 is the answer. Okay. Alan Joffrey absent. Aman absent. Anaka, Jacob, Johnny, Jeans, Joel, John Jose, John Philip, Naveen absent. Navaneet absent. Niranjan, Naurin, Pranav, Pooja, Rahul, Portion absent. Okay.